Hello and welcome everyone to this week's COT review. I'm Thomas from COTbase.com. Today we're going to be looking at the 39th Commitments of Traders Report of 2020. Before I start the review, if you're new to COT analysis, then check out our website. We offer a lot of helpful and educational material. We also have these not only in written format, but in video format as well. So back to the review, and starting off with the Russian ruble, which is on top of our list with a 32% change in commercials positions. And on this one-year chart, you may see that change size. It is definitely much greater than average. Actually, the second largest change in the past 52 weeks. The last time back in March, this was an even greater change, a very successful signal, by the way. That pushed the market higher from there. Now we are experiencing again a bullish COT signal, suggesting we may see some strength coming in the next couple of days in this market. And if we move to the 5-year chart, then we get a chance to analyze the COT Extreme situation, which is undoubtedly bullish. As you may see, traders, large speculators beneath the zero line, net short, commercials net long. Small speculators pretty pessimistic about the market. All this added up, we get a very nice medium to long-term COT signal showing us a bullish picture actually. And you may see, if we go back in time, whenever this was the case, that normally coincided with a bottom in the market. We've seen prices actually gain afterwards. So that's the Russian ruble. Moving on to our next market, the Canadian dollar, with a 17% change over there. You may see the change size in commercials positions here, definitely greater than average. Again, we can say that this is a bullish COT signal. We may see some strength coming in the next couple of days, possibly a little bit of rebound after this decline that we've been experiencing the past few weeks now. And if we move on to the 5-year chart, then you can see that we are more or less in between the two major extremes. So there's not much to talk about from the COT Extremes perspective. Stress levels are pretty low in this market at the moment. Platinum will be the next market with a 15% change in commercials positions. And you can see that change size over there. Yeah, it is a bit larger than average, but I wouldn't say it's so surprisingly large. Suggesting some strength coming early next week. We'll see what happens. Moving on to the 5-year chart, you can see that we are actually a bit closer to bullish extreme levels, but there is definitely space left for reaching even greater stress levels in this market. Okay, moving on to large speculator COT Extreme, we've got the dollar index on top of our list with a 146 report extreme over there. It is, of course, a bullish COT Extreme, no question about that. Small speculators had a 30% change in their positions, suddenly increasing and becoming net long. That in itself would be considered a more of a bearish sign, but I would definitely put more emphasis on this COT Extreme, which seems to be a bit more bullish at the moment. Australian dollar, it seems like a lot of currencies in this recent report to analyze. Here we have a 130 report extreme in large speculators, and this can, I would consider this more of a bearish COT extreme signal, even though, as you may see, there is definitely space left to reach even greater levels. In relative terms, comparing this to the last, let's say, 2 years, 2.5 years, I would say it's definitely an extreme that you can talk about. So bearish extreme in the Australian dollar from the COT report. And then last but not least, let's have a look at copper, where we have a 118 report extreme in large speculators positions. Not only there, but we have the same exact extreme in commercials, as you may see. And I think it's pretty obvious that we are talking about a significant bearish extreme. The bearish extreme that I could show to you on this 5-year chart that was pretty large was from June of 2018, just at that top. So significant bearish extreme levels in copper, suggesting some weakness coming in the medium to long term in this market. Of course, never forget that you should always look at correlating markets, so other metals might help you better understand what's going to happen in this market. And that was all for the review, but don't forget we offer all markets that are available, so you can analyze all the markets you want. You can also look at new CO2 report types and not just the classic that I'm analyzing at the moment. Also, you may look at futures and options data type, the options only data type, which is pretty interesting. And we offer all sorts of data sets you may want to analyze. And of course, you can always dig deeper into your COT report by looking at multiple report changes on a defined look back period. You may look at the COT index, the move index, and you can also add our wonderful long-term trend indicator to the table. We also offer a very useful volume and open interest analysis tool that might help you better understand which direction the market is headed. So a lot to do here at COT Base. I hope you enjoyed my review. I appreciate your attention. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Goodbye.